How you doing?
Doing good.
Yeah,
welcome to our shop.
This is what got him into his crutches. Riding stuff around that he shouldn't.
It runs in the family.
And then our newest tug has not really been showed up.
You know what you need to do is put like a stand on it so you can ride it into town.
Like a little stuff, right? Now that he broke his femur, I don't think that's gonna happen.
Beautiful.
There she is.
Going to pick up the best tug, going to Spanish Fork, Utah, and gonna visit my friend Corey along the way.
But first, gas.
Clear.
There we go. Oh yeah, nice cool morning. How's it rake gear up? Oh. Seattle, good morning. Bonanza, November 40 Golf Mike. 6,505 miles east of Bend, heading to Spanish Fork, request VFR flight following 11,500.
40 Golf Mike, score 3526.
3526. How about some sunglasses? Technical. Just lean a peak, burning 11 and a half. Well, just got a text. Corey canceled. Super bummed. Was excited to hang out with him. But we're right in the middle of the Strike Eagle MOAs. We just crossed the border from Oregon into Idaho, and then we're going to get into Nevada before we get into Utah. Bunch of MOAs down here. I'm talking to Cowboy Control. They said I'm not a factor. I offered to descend or go wherever to get out of the Strike Eagle's way. But sounds like they can fight around me. And it's a beautiful day on top. I got an undercast below me, but it's kind of clearing up here, so things are good. Traffic, Bonanza 0 Golf Mike, a mile and a half final runway 30 full stop. Go get that tug.
Paxton, I'm Steve.
Steve, Paxton, Patey. Good to meet you,
Nice
sir.
to meet you. Thanks for all you guys do.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I'm super excited.
Set up for it when we come back.
Oh, beautiful.
There she is.
And then we got the tail dragger hookups.
The tail dragger hookups, the nose wheel hookups, and then the adapters for both.
Okay.
Different times.
And it's a pretty quick change between the two.
Yeah, I'll do a full demo for you
Awesome.
when we come hook it back up. Let's go do this. Come on in.
Thanks.
Absolutely.
How you doing?
Doing good.
Yeah,
welcome to our shop.
Thank you. It's great to be here. Thanks for the personal tour, and super excited to join the Best Tugs family.
Well, we're glad to have you. This
Yeah,
is
thank
Rance
you.
Pratt. He's my business partner and COO. He keeps everything hopping and running. And
Hopping now that you're
well,
getting-
I'm just the example of what it means to hop, but I'm not the example of how to keep it hopping quickly.
He also said running, and you're not the example for that.
No, I'm not. So
Nice.
another 4 months, and I should be off of these. But
Okay.
I'm flying now,
Good.
so I got clearance to run pedals and fly, and I can put enough pressure. So I'm happy.
Yeah.
Well,
looked
when
like
you
a
get
great-
back to the airport, if you wanna, you can take a look at Susie Cirrus and what we did to her new panel. It's pretty fun upgrade that we did with Garmin. And
Okay.
like
He's building a Rans S21 right now.
That's right. I just picked up my Garmin kit. Yesterday I was in Oshkosh.
Yeah.
Picking it up. A full G3X Touch, autopilot, and all the goodies.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, the only way to
part
go.
of-
I did a Rans S7S, loved.
That's right.
Yeah,
I
and then
didn't
went
know
into the Carbon Cub after that.
Yeah.
I had the tail wheel first for about 4 years, and then I flew the nose wheel. Cub Crafters loaned that to me to compete in because I just sold my regular EX because I'm building a new EX with the 6-cylinder engine on it.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, so 330 horsepower Carbon Cub
Okay.
with no turbo or nitrous, just raw displacement. So hopefully that'll work.
Yeah, I figured you
The
guys
math looks good. We'll see how.
Yeah,
how
I mean,
it
high
pans
density
out.
altitudes would, you know.
That's it.
Yeah,
we're
without
we're taking off in the summer at 8,000 feet density altitude, and then we go up into the mountains.
Right.
Then we climb to
Right.
play. And so for me, it was I want all the power without all the boost.
Yeah.
So
Well, good.
Yeah.
I didn't get a boost. I got the Titan IO 340 going in my,
Oh, great.
my Rans,
Holy
which is,
cow, in the
which is
Rans.
good. Yeah,
That'll be awesome.
for sure. No turbo, but because I'm in Bend, Oregon, so it's
yeah.
fairly high. Not quite as high as this, but again, I'll be going to the mountains.
Oh,
as
it'll be
well,
perfect.
You're up there with the Epic group.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
we go into Bend quite a bit. They've had
Oh, do you?
they've had me there as their keynote speaker twice now for their annual event,
kidding.
which is kind of fun. So
Oh, no way.
Mike built an Epic 700 Mike was
Oh, he did?
his, and
Okay.
had that for years. So.
Oh, there's a ton of
Doug
best tugs.
DeHaan.
Great best tugs customers
Yeah, I
up
got
there
a lot
like
of
you.
customers up there. So.
Well, and then Stratus.
Oh, yeah.
Have best tugs as well up at Redmond Airport.
Yep,
Nice.
Yep, they do.
Yeah.
We love it.
Yeah, it's a great aviation community in Bend, which is one of the reasons why I moved there.
So you get to work all day in an airplane, and then you get to climb in a small airplane for fun.
That's exactly my last couple days.
Right.
I did a 4-day trip, East Coast back, and then to Chicago to pick up my gear, and then out here in my Bonanza. So
That's awesome.
yeah, living in an airplane.
Yeah,
I love
the
it.
way to go.
Yeah, well, thanks for taking the time.
Yeah,
I really
yeah.
appreciate it.
I'm glad I was here and got to meet you. So
Yeah, for sure.
I hope you enjoy the little tour, and
I sure will.
excuse it's a little bit chaos these days because supply chains have had us change parts and pieces, and we got tugs stacking up as we're waiting for things to come in. So we're very proud of our shop, but right now we know it's a little bit crowded.
Gabby, she's
Hi, Gabby. I'm Steve.
Hi, Steve. Nice
the
to meet
head
to meet
manager
you.
of all of everything that happens at Best Tugs. I'd say she
Okay.
does as much as Ranch and Mark here. She keeps us all moving. But here
Cool.
we've got custom covers we got back from paint today for a few customers.
Beautiful.
And we've got an extra 300, a Beechcraft something is for this one.
Okay.
So just custom paint schemes that we do for customers. We'll get them in, we'll put the decals on them, tail number stickers, and then we'll throw them on their painted tug frames that they're
Beautiful.
assembled. Most people are out for lunch right now. We've got purchasing, shop manager, and then sales back here in the corner.
Okay.
So we try to keep at least one sales guy at work
Yeah.
at all business hours. We got Tom here with us.
Hey, Tom.
And
Nice to meet you.
we build our large remote control and stand on Echo tugs in this bay. In the next bay over, we build our walk behind Bravo tugs. And then following that bay, we build the Alpha 2s and 3s, like what you just are picking up. And then following that bay, there's our small remote control tugs and then our welding department. I'll go give you a walkthrough. Then over here on the left is our shipping department. If you want to come over to my little
I
section.
remember from a video, this is like the trade-in area.
This is the trade-in section.
Okay.
Yep. And we got some more trade-ins that just came in this last week down here on the floor that we need to get forklifted up to the bay.
Okay.
And then we got our shipping area. So we got a fleet of A2s and A3s going out today.
Sure.
So that's kind of exciting. And then this is our holding area. All these tugs are currently in a holding pattern waiting for one part of
Oh,
something.
sure. The supply chain.
The supply
issues.
chain's been nuts.
Yeah.
But we're like on that verge of breaking it.
Good.
But yeah, most of these are just waiting for one little spring or one random electrical switch or something that is holding them up. So
Yeah. Well, it was
it'll be empty soon.
a pretty quick turn for mine. I ordered it about 3 weeks ago, and here I am picking it up.
Yeah,
So.
the A3s are coming around quick. We're starting to get those things to where we're under a month lead time, and hopefully by Christmas we'll have them in stock.
Good.
go. Yeah.
All right.
This is my sales section
Okay.
where I sit.
Very nice.
So here we got Mark's office. Got his trophies and
Very
podcast posters and stuff. He's gonna hang out one of these days. But out here, this is our wire harness area. It's perfect that you came right at lunch.
I didn't want to
You nailed it. So
get in the way.
wire comes off the racks, and then they feed it through the machines, and then it cuts the wire, and then we just crimp the connectors on the little wires.
Okay.
Here's the operating panel for your A3 tug. You got your light switches and your high, low, and your power switch. Batteries percent display, but then it's got all the goodies on the inside.
Okay.
Then we just take this and just bolt it onto the tug.
Sure. I don't even know. Is it like motorcycle style throttle or?
It's got a thumb style.
A thumb,
so there's
okay.
there's
So
a
like
lever right here where you'll push
jet
with
ski
your
kind of.
thumb.
Okay.
Yeah, like a jet ski.
Yep.
This is a Lazy Susan for our remote control tugs.
Oh, yeah.
So you can just drive this up. When it has the connecting bars here on the sides, you just drive it up and it scoops up the wheel and then locks it in place for you.
Okay.
So you don't have to use a winch and a strap or a connecting bar tug. This is completely hands-free. And then this is our laser etching machine. So you can compare a finished one to a raw unit.
Are these bodies molded ABS?
Molded ABS, yep. So they get vacuum molded up in Salt Lake. Then we cut all the little notches and slots out of them. We got a machine downstairs, I'll show you, and it drills all the holes, cuts all the notches, and it's just on a CNC machine that cuts everything for us. This machine will come down and it cuts all these little notches out of the tugs, so you can see the little pieces that fall out and the pieces that come off.
Yeah.
And that way we eliminate human error. The CNC machine out there leaves a sharp edge when it cuts the covers, and so we come in and sand just so that no customers cut themselves. This is the sub base for your Alpha tug right here. This is where it all starts, and we machine these in this other room.
Okay. And what goes in the middle? The battery?
Right here goes the motor.
Motor. Okay.
This is where the batteries sit.
Okay.
And then this is where the handle bolts on, is these two holes and one on the back, and the handle comes off the end of the tug.
Okay. What type battery?
They're sealed AGM type, so lead acid.
12 volt?
12 volts.
Okay.
It has two
so
12
I can
volts.
put it on a trickle charger or something
Yep,
if I need to?
It comes with one.
Oh, it does?
Yep.
Okay.
And then if you ever wanted to use another kind, you still could.
Okay.
Here are all of these little intricate little brackets. Like this is, you have two of these on your tug.
Okay.
Well, two per connecting bracket. This is what you twist in and out to adjust the width to connect the tug to your nose wheel or your tail wheel. We make these on our bar feeding lathe. It just spits them out.
That's beefy.
Yeah, that's our high lift tug. That will actually lift the nose of an airplane 12 inches up.
Jeez.
So you can lower the tail. Like TBMs have a fairly high tail,
Uh-huh.
and most hangar doors have a 14-foot clearance. And so we lift the nose of a TBM and we can get it into a 14-foot door. So you don't have to buy an overly sized hangar. Once they're all finished, they turn into a trailer mover for a Bravo tug.
Okay.
And we have some for tugs like yours, like Alphas. Everything welded gets welded right here. Welcome to the tug holding area. These ones all look completed.
Uh-huh.
They're just ready to go into quality control to get their final checks to get shipped out to customers. Oh, what's nice about these car remote styles is anybody can operate it.
Yeah.
You can hand this to someone, say turn right, turn left, forward, backward. This is where your tug was built, right here.
Okay. Nice.
All the pieces we machine to the pieces they weld. Where I was telling you the batteries sit and the motor sits in the middle.
Those are impressive crates. Holy cow.
Yeah, they're pretty like heavy duty units.
Do you build
your
the
tugs
crates
ride.
yourself?
No, we get them built up in Salt Lake as well.
Okay.
They just get shipped down to us. We get a shipment like twice a week. Then this is the quality control department. This custom painted tug is going to a Cirrus.
Okay.
It's Corso red, sterling silver, probably for their carbon edition, because that's the most common paint scheme for this. This tug's got onboard air compressor and onboard jump start there on the side, so you can jump start the aircraft from it. Until we get to that new Sierra tug that you showed at Oshkosh that we unveiled, that's going to be more of a commercial setup. A lot of these Bravo 8s, like this one, will go to a flight school that doesn't see anything larger than like a twin, like Cessna 421.
Yeah.
But they'll buy a Bravo 8. But for the FBOs, they typically need a larger tug, which is where our new Sierra line starts at 30,000 pounds.
Okay.
That'll move some of your Falcons and your Hawkers. What I've shown you today, our biggest tug moves 18,000 pounds.
Okay.
So Phenom 300, a PC-24, all the King Air series planes, and smaller. They're all based on the weight rating they can tow. So Alpha 2 can tow basically 2,000 pounds.
Okay, that's why I had to get the
3,000
My
pounds.
Bonanza's over 3,000.
Yep. 3,600 pounds is actually the capacity, 2,600 pounds. This one's a Bravo 5 at 5,600 pounds.
Okay.
A Bravo 8 at 8,000 pounds. And then our newest tug is this one. It has not really been showed off. This is the Alpha 1. It'll also have a 2,600 pound capacity, but it folds out and opens up into a single wheel driver tug. It's very maneuverable to be able to connect to people's planes.
Okay. So you just lean it and it
Yep,
turns.
you lean it to turn. This came out with our Sierra tug, but our Sierra drew all the attention.
Sure. How much does that little guy weigh? Like if you just throw it in the back of your airplane?
It's like 60 pounds.
Okay.
You can just pick it up and
Oh
move
wow.
it around.
You know what you need to do is put like a stand on it so you can ride it into town.
Like a little subway.
Like a little one wheel or something.
Yeah. I don't know, getting Mark to design something that is a one-wheel driving, I don't think he was considering stuff, but now that he broke his femur, I don't think that's gonna happen.
So do you powder coat here or
All of our stuff's powder coated, and it's just powder coated down the street.
not part of Best Tugs?
Not part of Best
It's a
Tugs.
third party?
No,
Okay.
they're third party. Local to Spanish Fort.
So you can actually tow a trailer with this guy.
Yep. Like that guy hooks up his little camper to it.
Oh, that's great.
He puts it in the back of the trailer, or the back of the hangar, and you notice he put it behind a beam, a support beam.
Sure.
So where you could, there's no way you could get a truck
way,
to hook
no
that
way.
up.
Yeah.
So he drives it back, and then he just pulls in his plane right
Oh,
there.
cool.
So we've made all of our tugs pretty versatile, and the genesis of it was the Bravo 5 for my mom, for her Cirrus. She flies that 05 SR22 Cirrus, and we built this tug so that she'd fly more often. And then the second tug we built is the one right next to it, the Bravo 8, to move TBMs, Meridians, Epics, the longer nose turboprops, but still in the light turboprop category. They can move wheel pant planes, Robinson helicopters, boat trailers, retractable gear aircraft, Super Cubs, Carbon Cubs, Rans S7s, S21s, Bonanzas. You know, these two tugs are our best moving tugs. And they're also the most capable and easily operated. They open it up, they check every nut and bolt and wire to make sure it's all tight and connected.
Wow.
Check the chain tension. We drive test every tug against this, how much force is getting pressed on the wheel. You can see right now I'm currently with my leg pushing down 2 pounds and over 50 pounds of force.
Oh, okay, so 2 axes.
Yep, and if a tug doesn't hit its output, there's something wrong. And so we can know if a tug's gonna move a customer's airplane, but we don't get a tug that shows up not being able to push someone's plane. You got a painted hangar floor. This is a great investment to make sure you're keeping everything nice and clean. We have a 20-inch, a 28-inch, and a 32-inch wide. Woo! Just gonna clean the floor here real quick.
Is that how your dad got around before he was on his crutches?
Yeah, but this is what got him into his crutches. Riding stuff around that he shouldn't.
It runs in the family. Well, thanks for the tour.
Yeah, of course. Let's get over to the airplane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have a third strong young buck to help us out. What's your name?
Josh.
Josh.
Okay, so he's getting the adapter set up. So we got our A3 tug with our standard connecting arms, our adapter C and our adapter D. And they quickly, you see how you just put them all together. You pull a pin, you slide the adapter into place.
Okay.
Twist it, lock it back in. Those parts I was showing you earlier, the twisting ones, are these up here.
Oh, yeah.
So we can adjust the width of the bracket. And then these little pieces get machined as well on that bar feeding lathe.
Yeah.
And they also just pin into place. There we go. Then if you want it to be a little bit tighter or looser, you can twist these little knobs. You can see we've got a little bit of play here.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna come do now is just tighten it up, get rid of that slop. There. Now it's nice and secure. To drive, you just press the throttle. If you go slow, you won't have to push down to help get a little bit of traction, but then you can just speed up. We're in low range, then kick it into high range. Low and high is this switch. Yep.
Light on and off, power on and off.
Yep.
Simple enough.
And then your battery state of charge.
Okay.
And then I'm just pressing my left thumb and I'm pulling.
Okay, so left is reverse,
Left
right
is
is
reverse,
forward.
right is forward. Yep. And so you can see I can do it without like really pressing down on the handle.
As long
if
as
I
you
just
start off
floor it,
slow.
it'll peel out.
Okay.
But if you start slow and just ease into it, it'll just easily tow this thing around.
Oh, that's great.
And then the high range just makes it go faster, but you can still go slow in high range.
Okay.
So whatever's easiest for you. I recommend going into the hangar in low, and out of the hangar it can be whatever you want.
Yeah.
But when you're going in,
Sure.
just go as slow as possible.
Yep.
There you go. New Rans that you're building.
Pax is going to
You'll
show me
just
how
take
to
these
swap
off.
out. Yeah.
Do we go down or up?
Down. Then you'll slide in these bars. And then he's got the adapters in this bag will go on the ends, and those will go over the nut and bolt on your tail wheel assembly.
Okay.
And then you'll do the same thing where you line it up and you eyeball it, and then you clamp it. You want it to clamp tight so that it doesn't let go of the plane. And yeah, you'll be ready to go within 30 seconds when you get your plane done.
Great. Now, as far as getting this into the Bonanza, does the arm come off?
No.
Okay,
So that's why we have Josh.
Okay. Yeah, we're going to have to maneuver this.
We'll maneuver it. We'll take the little kickstand off, and we'll take these bars off the front.
How much does it weigh?
120 pounds.
You can unscrew 4 of those and then the connector for the light and pull the cover off.
Yeah,
Cool.
that might help make it easier to get out, or you can go out in the front.
This is the Bonanza with the small luggage door. Most of them have, not most, but some have a lot bigger doors. And then the 836 Bonanza is the cargo doors, which are even better.
Huge thank you to the Hades and everybody at Best Tugs for the warm welcome I got, and for opening up the factory and kind of showing me everything. I understand proprietary, and I was very clear that I didn't want to videotape anything they didn't want me to, but they were just so welcoming and open. So a huge thanks to them. I am so eager to get this unloaded and give a full review of the Best Tugs A3. So stand by for that. Most of my videos are with the Rans S21 build, but kind of taking a little bit of a break if you've noticed. But anyway, I sure appreciate you being here as always. Till next time, you're cleared to wreck.
So this weird thing can mimic any general aviation or even like a King Air, apparently, with these weird flight controls. These like rudders on the middle of the wing can mimic anything else for flight training purposes. So you're not burning hours on a King Air, you're burning hours on this thing. So that's what that is.